And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying quotes. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic...
From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right, and the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. It's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. Evans out there with Evans, and it's Big Daddy, and it's LeBron James, and it's Gordon in at the power forward position. Now here's Gordon, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here's Evans. Golden State moving the ball around, and it's good for 2. Evans has got the opening basket of the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it's a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things. But the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny.
Evans, that's a 2-pointer, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Here's Evans. James outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Evans, left side. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Evans has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up. Either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt the rhythm. And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Here's Big Daddy, sinks the 3-pointer. Big Daddy's got his first 3 points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And as great as the Warriors are on offense, the best team in the league on that end last year, their defense is just as good. Had the #1 defense last season. They had the top offense why they're so dominant.
That pushes it to double digits. Evans has got 5 now.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
That one drops for him.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
And for the Warriors, the defense, Steve, has been the underrated strong point of the team for so long. They just bother shots and make life difficult for opposing teams.
They do. They have great personnel, and they have the ability to switch on defense. Players are so versatile with who they can guard. The communication is excellent, and the rotation on point.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to James. Poke loose. The pass to Evans. Back to Evans. Kicks it out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
On the wing, Gordon. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 12. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Wasted no time on that one. 7 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Gordon against Evans. Pass to James. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Thunder trailing by 17. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Grant the pass to Gordon. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Gordon's got 8 points. Golden State's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Knocks it loose and stolen by Gordon. For the finish, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the jugular?
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 14. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. In a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far. And Smitty, you retired back in what, 2005? Do you still get a chance to play pickup from time to time?
You know, we play pickup, Kevin. Yes, in 2005 I retired. Some guys I get a chance to play with in Atlanta: Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Charles Oakley, Tony Delp. So we have a great group. Other than that, we're real old and have gray hair. But now we've got ugly and ugly. We play about 1 or 2 games, and we let our kids pick up the rest.
Smitty, I can see maybe speed and quickness going because of age, but I bet the shot is always still pretty much there, correct?
The shot is still there, and the fouling is going up to another level.
Gordon out there with Grant. And there's Gordon. And there's Gordon. And it's Anthony in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And stolen by Gordon. Hits a rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
And they get it back. Here's Gordon with the three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 6 points for Mr. Incredible.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Second shot opportunity, and Anthony sends it back. Gordon inside. He's against Gordon, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
For Oklahoma City, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. John Livingston, he's checked in for Evans. The free throw drops for Gordon. Warriors leading by 9. Curry kicks to Livingston. Ball's not loose. Pass to Big Daddy. A 3-ball. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got himself on the board with 3 there. Outside Gordon. Over Gordon. It's good from Gordon. And the assist by Gordon.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
Now, here's Livingston, defended by Gordon. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Gordon. And another 3 for Golden State.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Beyond the arc. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut back down to 10 with the basket from Gordon.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Livingston with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Curry a screen on Gordon. Livingston dishes to LeBron. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite. His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Curry kicks to Livingston. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's James, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the wing, Gordon lets it go with the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Over to the left wing. And another 3 for Golden State.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. This one for 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
So it's Golden State with it. Gordon kicks to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Stephen Curry shooting a 3 is like a layup.
Here's Gordon. It'll count. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
A thrilling way to finish this one.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steph. I know Coach Stress is taking care of the basketball. What have you guys been doing to make sure you limit your turnovers?
You look at film, but it's just about in-game situations, just analyzing the situation and take care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making...
And that's all we can do.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Smitty, we've seen our share of dominant teams in the past decade. The Big Three in Boston, Miami, of course, with LeBron, KD joining the Warriors. You played against a lot of incredible teams during your terrific career. Which team was the most intimidating for you? Or which team did you have the most respect for?
You know, I would say it was later in their career, but intimidation was a factor. When you play against the bad boys in Detroit, I mean, the fouling of those guys. And I think from a sheer talent, it was the Chicago Bulls. They were the first team, especially in my era, won 72 games. They would come in and just steamroll you with their offense, with their defense, and their execution. So those two teams are the two teams I would think the most intimidating.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. LeBron James is out there with Gordon, and there's Flash, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Evans in at the 2. There's Gordon with the 3, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
LeBron against Anthony. The Big Daddy passes to Evans. Evans setting the pick for Evans. Evans kicks to James. Here's Big Daddy. Flag to shoot. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Outside Gordon. And then Gordon with the double.
And that is a major lead clutch right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter. He has the touch to knock these down.
Drills it from outside.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Hespe's checked in. Thunder trailing by 3. That's a 2 from Gordon. Again, the Thunder score.
And he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Evans kicks to LeBron. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shot by Evans. Nobody around. The rebound by Grant.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
From outside. And the 3-ball is good. Gordon's got 19 points.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of
They just stuck with the game plan.
Nick Young's checked in for Gordon. They set the pick. Evans dishes to Young. LeBron with a screen on Anthony to end the run. And that's good. Nick Young for three.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possession.
The Warriors lead it. Inside, they get a hand on it, and stolen by Gordon. Inside, out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. 33 seconds left in the third. Evans outside. They set the screen. Pass to Young. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a quiet out game.
And here's Gordon from outside. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in court.
Now Evans. 7 points in the game. Evans with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Releases. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Evans outside. And Grant sends it back. But they recover. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. You've got Gordon, Anthony out there with Grant. And there's Gordon, and it's Gordon in at the point. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
The feed to Gordon. Here's the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And that's from beyond right back at...
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching for rain.
No one near James as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you the game.
And the basket by Gordon.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Golden State's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Evans passes to Caspi. Evans right side unloads from 13. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Again, Golden State.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Gordon against Evans. Launches a three. That's good. And the Warriors cut to just one on the basket from Gordon. Gordon's got a pair of threes in the fourth quarter for Oklahoma City. Evans kicks to LeBron. Jacks up a three. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly getting that 3 point.
And the basket by Gordon.
He wins for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
And here's Evans outside. It's held in by Gordon. Oklahoma City is going to 3-point range for 5 points in the final quarter and 45 shoot. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the 3-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another 3, he'll be the guy.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Mo Wade.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And the Warriors with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Casper. Big Daddy comes in for Nick Young. And Curtis is in for Davon. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with the whole team of Jordan.
That's a momentum bucket from Stephen Curry.
seconds left in the game.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Gordon for three. Nails the tray. Huge.
I think the risk about to pull off this play.
Here's James. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
From downtown. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And the cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge three at the other end.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Gordon from outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
The big Gary passes to James. And again, LeBron misses.
And after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Denver so close. Needed that one to go down.
And so here's Oklahoma City. 3-point lead.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Beyond the arc. Misses the three. Here's Curry with the three. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Foot shot, Stephen Curry. Teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. The score is tied at 88. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Gordon outside. Oh, it's off the limit. And we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate, and Wilson. The state will get the first possession. So they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the line. Force down overtime. So for Oklahoma City right now, you got Gordon. Grant is out there with Anthony. And there's Gordon. And it's Gordon in the shooting guard position. Yep, that one goes. 37 points for prime time.
The execution really went matters. He knew he had the height advantage. To pass in that situation.
LeBron with the buckets.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
So it's the Thunder now. Gordon dishes to Gordon. Good on the three-point shot. Gordon's got 30 points.
Walking down all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates. I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Grant kicks to Anthony. A three. Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 30 points for Dean.
They give it up and then right back. Two tripples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
What's say? If he start hitting it from that range, there's nothing you can do.
And they take out Gordon. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Golden State's gone 2 for 2 on their three-point shot since we started overtime. Something they might want to stick with.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Gordon outside. It's full. Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That's like a body blow. Answer with another body blow. These fans go from dejection to deliriousness in a matter of seconds.
Off the pick. That one misses. And Oklahoma City will go with the other way. finishes it. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by... 29 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. LeBron kicks to it. Fires for three. Good! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
And here's Gordon. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. That will count. Oh, a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with another overtime period here, we've got more terrific basketball coming your way. And so it's Golden State with it. Right wing. Here's Big Daddy. And another three for Golden State.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
There's Gordon with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Gordon's got 8 here in the quarter.
It's all trading blows here. And just, you know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And shot is good.
Boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of the crowd's sails there. A three to take the lead just moments after they get it.
Angry hit from by Evans. For three. It's good from right away. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Big three right there. Yeah, I've got to say,
That's the first that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws in. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
This guy is the definition of the word trust. He has all the trust in the world from his teammates in these kinds of situations. That can happen when the energy gets turned up, the stakes gets raised, bad miscue.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those two down. That's got to be a huge confidence hit.
Gordon for three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch big.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Here's Oklahoma City. Anthony with the pass to Gordon. It's up a 3. Brings it from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 36.
and just no better time to catch fire from three than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
He knocks down the first free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some fire.
Gordon with it. And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys. And he showed it.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra stand.
Obviously just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And it's good. And both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, and both at the line. It's a 3-point game. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Timeout called by Oklahoma City. To win it. Good from beyond the arc. What a shot. But they may take a second to look at. Oh, that was close. Well, we thought they might, and they will. We're going to review it. Maybe that wasn't a buzzer beater after all. I'll not put this one in the win column just yet. The officials have made their decision. The best as we thought will count. That's up to the line to check the replay, but they did in fact have it right. He got it off GA in time.
And even though they had it right the first time, it's always a smart move to double check. When it comes to the game-winning shot, you have got to go to replay.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep